Hey guys, what's up? It's David Player 90 here, and we're back for the NR2004 Whole Food Series. The 2005 Rubbermaid 375 at Talladega is to be a big race, because yes, that is it. I have decided that I will include the chase for the 2005 Whole Food Series season, and Talladega here is going to be the cutoff race right now, because we have 10 more races after this one. So if you don't know, it is the OG chase, the original chase format they use. Top 10 points plus anyone else within 400 points, plus anyone else within 400 points of the leader. Um, and it's set to be a competitive one because, as you can see here, it's tight if you look at the points. The top five, and Don Wilson, Peter Samuel, Jack Sloan, Sonny McPalace, and Bill Quinn, I believe, are all safe. They don't have to worry about their spots being taken. Meanwhile, Nigel Carson, Devin Smith, Kyle Livingston, Damian Porter, and Benjamin Harris are in a bit of trouble. Harris, obviously being the underdog, he's jumped like over 12 spots in like the last four races. And look at where he is now, 10th in points. Whoa, what the heck? I've never, whoa. Oh, okay, that was weird. Karen Abel, Oliver Erickson, Peter Sense, and others, you're going to be vying to battle for this chase spot or a chase spot. Michael Young, probably the weirdest one out here, is he's had so many good runs, but recently he just hasn't been able to get the finishes. He's just been finishing terrible because of fuel problems. Rockingham was robbed of a top five. Pikes Peak, he was robbed of the potential victory. Now he's 14th in points. Martin Avery has a shot at making it, and he became the first Whole Food Series driver to win back consecutive races. Winning the last two, he's won 3 of the last 4 races, even though his stat line is not that great, as you can see. But if he can get a win or a top 5 today, he could potentially jump right into the chase. But it all matters on that guy in the lead, Donald Wilson. If he wrecks out or if he has an issue or something happens to him, now everyone else can pounce to try to get even within 400 to jump into the chase. Anyway, if you can't tell, I'm a little giddy because just got the news that Austin Dillon got penalized for the Richmond fiasco. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't hate Austin Dillon. He's actually a decent driver, in my opinion. He's not someone I love, but he's not someone I hate. He's kind of one of those mid-pack, okay drivers. But what he did at Richmond was unacceptable. Wrecking Logano was fine. Like, you've seen that tons of times. But the Hamlin thing, that's what turned me off, bro. Like, Hamlin could have really gotten hurt. Considering how, quote-unquote, unsafe these cars have been ever since they came into existence, no way. That was way too dirty. Too risky, at least. Like, even Dale Earnhardt wouldn't have done something like that, man. Anyway, as we're doing practice for whatever reason, Donald Wilson winning practice. Wow, that was a really long practice for some reason. Donald Wilson wins that. Last place goes to Nigel Carson, his own teammate. Wow.
Drivers, to your cars.
It's qualifying. What? All right, the pole in the Rubbermaid 375 is going to go to Donald Wilson by a grand total of 3/10. The top 4, actually, no, sorry. 3 of the top 5 are in the chase. There's the Super Speedway Ace, Jackson Mandel. Who's starting last? Asunji MC. Bill Quinn's a chaser, but his spot is pretty much locked in. He's in 5th. Happy Hour. This is going to be a big race, guys. Bigger than you possibly could imagine. All right, who's going to win Happy Hour? John Carlson. Oh, wow, it's changing every second. It's going to end up being Jack Sloan and Edwin Luck tying for Happy Hour. And Darren Hillis Jr. last in that. Now, keep in mind, probably the most quiet and forgotten drivers right now in the chase sits 7th in points entering this race, and that is the 00 of Devin Smith. Now, Devin Smith here has a chance to do something incredible. If he can make the chase, he has a chance to challenge for the championship for Her Top Racing, who won the championship last year with Harry Oddball. So that could be a very interesting record if Her Top can win two straight with 2 different drivers. Green flag comes out for Donald Wilson. Devin Smith finished like 21st in points last year. So if he can make the chase and challenge for a championship, he could get Her Top 2 straight, which would be a very interesting moment. as Donald Wilson's going to get a push from his teammate Nigel Cars. Remember, there's 3 cars at that team. The third one hasn't been that great this season, the 36 and Allman Turner. But hey, the top 2 are in the chase right now. But Wilson's the only one safe moving on. He's got to make sure to keep the car clean. He's been involved in a pretty good amount of wrecks these last few races, as Donald Wilson stretching out his lead, but Miss Sonny McPalace in that 95 pushing the 11 of Logan Revler close to the 33. Jack Sloan's shuffled all the way to the top. McPalace and Revler. Oh, McPalace goes to the inside. Revler did a late block. And there it is, the 33 going to get 5 bonus points already for leading on lap 1. All right, but it looks like he's going to get passed already. Sonny McPalace going to take the lead as soon as they get into turn number 1 with a push from Derek Stables. And Darren Hillis Jr. as well going to come into the mix here. Now, we could see a big wild card moment. Talladega hasn't had a lot of wrecks in the Whole Food Series, but anything can happen considering it's on my computer, and my computer has had lots of wrecks. Anyway, Kyle Revingston in second now. He wants to make himself safe in the chase. 8th in points entering this race. Not locked in, as so is Benjamin Harris, who just stole the last spot last race after finishing 3rd. He's now going to move up, and they're 4 wide behind them. Derek Stables moved all the way to the high side, but Wilson, that could have been bad for Wilson there. Benjamin Harris now going to take the lead as Kyle Revingston led that lap. We got an issue here with Edwin Luck and JC Calloway. Looks like something broke on the 65, going slower and slower. Yeah, something broke. He's continuing to slow down. Calloway looks like he got messed up from there because he fell out of the draft. Sucks for Calloway. He was in the chase only 2 races ago, and now he fell back to 18th after being involved in incidents. Anyway, Benjamin Harris continuing to hold the lead with James Carey in the 7 behind him. Carey has an interesting thing. It says on score 4 that he made every race, actually, but at Pikes Peak, he made the race but didn't even start because something broke and didn't even pass the finish line. So it counts that he didn't even start the race, and it is not classified in the 36th position. So he didn't get any points at Pikes Peak because he didn't start the race. But it still says on score 4 that he's in every race, so that's kind of weird. Anyway, he led that lap. Maximus Abel coming. Look at Colin Jack with the speed on the bottom with the push. Yeah, where's JC at? Yeah, there's Edwin Luck coming in, going to try to fix whatever happened to his car, and JC Calloway's just kind of racing along. So he's got to hope for the worst, honestly. Anyway, Maximus Abel in the 8 car going to take the lead along with fellow chaser. Well, not fellow chaser. Max still going to do the chase. Excuse me. A chaser and Damian Porter, who was 9th entering this race, so he's definitely really not safe. Because remember, everyone like 6th all the way to like 19th are pretty close in points. So I just noticed a 4 wide there that they actually settled. So I don't know how that worked, but it's still gonna go 4 wide. Oh, that's pretty bad. That's like 3 rows of 4 wide. Someone's definitely gonna wreck on this corner. Let's see what happens. Colin Jack holding the lead down the backstretch. There goes Michael Ogson and Turbo Meme. Almost right. Oh, there they go. Around they go. Michael Young. Oh, gets hit hard by the 95 of Sonny McPalace. And Michael Young's. Oh my gosh. JC. 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 My man. Okay, what is happening? Hold up. Please don't wreck under caution. I really hope that's not the case that will happen. JC. What the heck was that? And Michael Young could see his chase hopes unfortunately dashed as involved in another crash. But Sonny McPalace just got destroyed. Yeah, Michael Oxen and Turbo Meme just could not stop. They kept hitting each other, and yep, eventually there's the eventual complete hook. That's not that great of a camera angle. And yeah, there's Michael Young getting smashed. But watch the 95 of McPalace gets completely smashed by the 1 of JC Calloway. Just boom. I don't know what the 1 was doing. Whether he didn't think the 95 was going to move down or if the one just couldn't turn down enough because he was already close to the grass. But wow, that was a bad one. Benjamin Harris involved in that as well. He's the only other chaser. The only chaser involved in that wreck is the 10 car, Benjamin Harris, but he didn't look like he had that much damage. I'll check in a moment. Yeah, he looks like fine. Oh my goodness. That's a bad wreck, man. McPalace though is locked into the chase because he's third in the standings, so he should be fine. Where's the 10 at? You can see the 33 of Wilson nearly gets caught up in this wreck by almost getting swiped down by the 9 of Win Hall, but yeah, it looks like Harris. Yeah, Harris should be fine to continue on at least. Oh, what the heck? All right, let's just check out Callaway after seeing all that in front of him. Like, I mean, if he's going that fast, he can't turn down considering the apron. I mean, he's going. No, he can't. I don't know. That's ridiculous, man. I don't even know what to say to that. I don't know what to say to that anymore. That was nuts. Anyway, Bill Quinn won at the line. Wait, did I just see what I thought I saw? There he is. There's Michael Young. He repairs the car. Just enough to continue on. It might not be enough to keep continuing the race, but considering how many cars there are left, if a wreck happens, he could gain a bunch of spots if he doesn't pull a freaking JC. But yeah, Michael Young not out of it yet. Benjamin Harris in the 10 is still here, so yep. We got a wreck that fortunately did not include any chasers that were battling for a spot. Sonny McPalace, the only chaser involved in that wreck, but luckily he pretty much is locked in, so he doesn't really have to worry about it, hopefully. Bill Quinn, though, leading laps. He's fifth in the standings, relatively pretty much locked in, but good that he's leading laps out here at Talladega. Yeah, there's Michael Young. He is, yeah, I thought he was going to be out of that because just how dumb this game could be. Martin Avery's out here. He could friggin' snag something, but unfortunately for those guys that are lower and they want to close in, the lower positions just got taken up by 6 dead cars and Edwin Luck, who is a lap down. I don't know where the 65 is. So Wilson has a higher chance of not letting a lot of cars make it in. But anything could still happen because we're at freaking Talladega. So there's Edwin Luck in the 65. He's running in like 29th or 30th. The green flag is going to come out. Edwin Luck is running in the 29th position, 1 lap down. Coming to the green flag. I didn't see the pit cycle because I was looking at the wreck, but it looks like a pretty decent amount of cars pit. Green flag comes out. Edwin Luck not up to speed. Bill Quinn holds the lead. Revingston going to use the bottom lane. That's going to leave John Carlson up stop by himself with a few other guys. But Bill Quinn's going to get out to a pretty big lead. Looks like Michael Young and Reese Brown and these guys that have a little bit of damage that continued on don't look like they have much. Of course, we're not up to full speed yet, so I can't make that claim. But even then, it would be smart for those guys to stay back in case there's a wreck because there's a considerable amount of cars. 28 cars is decent amount of cars for a wreck. It looks like the 65 came back up to speed after whatever broke earlier. Maximus Abel closing in heavily on Quinn with a push from Jack Sloan. Okay, why are you using the outside, Michael? That is a really weird move. Alright, it looks like they're up to... Yeah, they might be able to... No, they're going to fall out, probably. But who knows? Who cares? Gotta stop paying attention. Bill Quinn leads yet another lap, but Jack Sloan now going to take the lead with the push from Colin Jack, whose sole win last year came at the second Coca-Cola Super Speedway race, the BMW 250, and he actually finished 8th in points and made the Supermarket Brawl, so probably the most forgotten driver that was in that last year. Jack Sloan holding the lead, but here comes Peter Samuel in that in the 25, almost at 35. Where's Martin Avery at? He's somewhere. Yeah, there he is. Anyway, Jack Sloan gonna hold the lead. Is Samuel gonna go to the bottom? He does. But can he lead that lap to prevent the 4 from gaining points on him? I think he's gonna be able to. Yes, he is. Peter Samuel gonna lead lap number 11. Just 12. We're already almost over halfway through the race. We got a few cars falling out of the draft. Oliver Erickson in the 13 here, who is actually battling for a chase spot. Um, Reese Brown and Michael Young did fall off, so they're gonna have to hope for a wreck, especially for this 33 car. But that could very well happen. Look how many cars are in this pack. Erickson, I don't think is gonna come back in. He needs to hope for a wreck. But almost all the chase and connect contenders are in this pack, so a wreck here will most likely damage or ruin everyone's chase hopes if they're battling here. Got Peter Sense, Devin Smith, Karen Abel, um, Martin Avery. Got Benjamin Harris, Nigel Carson's up here. I don't know who else is battling. I think Derek Stables is battling for a spot too, but I don't know. I don't remember at least. They sort out some four wide action, and the leader is now Tom Abel in the 14, getting a push from James Carey. Snaking a little bit through the track. Tom Abel holds the lead as Devin Smith makes it 3 wide. Look at him getting that push from Benjamin Harris. The 10 gonna swing to the bottom. Oh, Jackson Mandel, the super speedway ace, making it 4 wide. 4 wide, a few rows deep. Are they gonna survive? The answer is no. There goes Donald Wilson and a bunch of other guys. Karen Abel involved. Derek Stables, Oliver Erickson completely destroys someone. Michael Young making it through the calamity, and so is Reese Brown. Jack Sloan involved. Damian Porter, Peter Sense. Oh, that's a lot of chasers. They're still racing back to the line. Look at all these spots they're getting. There's Donald Wilson, has a ton of rear damage. He might be able to keep going, though. James Carey, this is going to be big. Jordan Bear, no, who's the leader? It's the super speedway ace, Jackson Mandel out in front. He's going to win at the caution. Martin Avery's just shy of second. No, he got the second. By how much? By nothing. He beat Nigel Carson by nothing. A big crash on lap number 14 could potentially ruin everyone's chase hopes, and Karen Abel, especially Oliver Erickson, um, Damian Porter. It's a lot of chasers involved, man. Yeah, Colin Jack just snaked with John Carlson, and it just triggered the chain reaction. Peter Sense also challenging for a chase spot. Wow, man. That's a big one. It's going to be tough now. If they got to try to repair the cars, man. Yeah, see that snake. That snake from the 20 of Derek Stables just caused everything. And around they all went. Peter Samuel also got some heavy damage. Oh, wow. The 13 of Erickson ran straight into the 47. That's a big hit. Let's check out the 5. Yeah, James Carey was the only one in this group that was able to make it out, I think, right there. You see? Anyway, here comes everyone coming into pit road for the dreaded pit cycle. A few cars staying out, like 5 of them. A lot of cars I think are going to be out of the race, but it depends on when they come out, and it's going to depend on and that's going to determine their chase hopes. Damian Porter's gone. A lot of guys there, but Benjamin Harris isn't. He's not gone. Yeah, pretty much everyone's gone. It's all going to come down to what spot they're going to have. But Wilson isn't, so I don't think... Yeah, Wilson's continuing on. Michael Young, though, probably the only one of those guys that is going to be able to continue to battle for a chase spot. 14th entering this race. He's definitely going to gain something. Everyone has to try to finish in front of this 33 car, though, because of the amount of cars dead and out of the race. Because the 13 and 47, they're definitely not going back. They're just getting towed. As you can see, the 33... Wait, is the 33 done? Oh, the 33's out of the race. He's out. But unfortunately for everybody else, not at the spot they wanted, but Donald Wilson going to be out in what looks to be the 18th position he will finish. Um, Not what people wanted, but not what was gonna, not the worst thing in the world either. So it looks like three, because remember the top like five stayed out. Three of them came in. I can't find the freaking pit road camera. Yeah, Bill Quinn came. No, Almond Turner, Maximus Abel, and Darren Hillis Jr. come in. Um, so they were not, I guess, perfect about fuel. It's gonna be a drag race. See who can come out. Oh, I think Maximus has it. It's gonna be Maximus Abel beating out Almond Turner. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, the 36 beat him out. Okay. So the amount of cars left has just dwindled because we're not used to seeing wrecks at Talladega in the Whole Food Series, but here we are. 16 drivers left. James Carey did finish a wreck out of the race with that damage. That was just too much for him. Oh, green flag. I tried to click the decelerate button, but whatever. Win Hall out in front, but here comes Super Speedway ace Jackson Mandel. So the only chasers here. Oh, Win Hall's pitting. Okay, what an idiot. I don't know why he stayed out. Anyway, it looks like the only. Oh, we got only a few. The few chasers in here are. We have Devin Smith in the 00, so he should. Yeah, Devin Smith's gonna make it in. Kyle Revingston, Bill Quinn was already locked. Nigel's gonna make it in, and Benjamin Harris is probably gonna make it in. But it all depends on this 18 car, because now Michael Young's competitive, and he could gain a bunch of points. So we could see definitely more than 10 cars making in this chase, depending on where some of these drivers finish. Martin Avery up here as well. If he can finish up in the top 5 or maybe even win this race, we'll see an interesting chase field. As Jackson Mandel holding the lead. If you guys don't remember, I don't remember which Talladega race it was, whether it was the first or second one from last year, but I believe it was the second one. He led the first 16 laps. He qualified like on pole or in third or something. And he led the first 16 laps consecutively, and no one passed him until lap 17. So he knows how to get it done. Devin Smith came in. That's strung out the cars a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think they can come back. Anyway, where's the freaking... Yeah. And the 79's only win last year came at the Daytona... The Daytona race, the Dr. Pepper 300, the second one. And it looks like Michael Young falling out of the draft. He's going considerably slower. He does have more damage than some of those guys, but he needs to challenge for those spots. He can't just finish 6 spots ahead of Wilson. Yeah, he's not going to come back. Yeah, there goes Devin. And Win Hall exists. If Win Hall could slow down these guys, that's for sure, and they're catching him. Jackson Mandel continuing to lead, man. What did I tell you? That 79 knows how to get it done on super speedways. But with just 8 laps to go, I don't know. Here comes Martin Avery. Won 3 of the last 4 races. They're going to split the 9 of Win Hall, and it's going to mess up Kyle Revingston in the 3, and only the top 2 are going to make it out without being halted. That's going to grow their lead. Bill Quinn trying to catch back up, and here comes Edgar Minsky and Benjamin Harris closing in, and maybe even Michael Young. Yeah, Reese Brown and Darren Hillis Jr. fell out, even though Hillis pit, which was kind of weird. And the 00 is the next lap car, so we got one more lap car to spice things up. And Martin Avery is going to take the lead on lap 22, lead that lap, and get bonus points to try to get himself into the chase. Bill Quinn right behind him. Almond Turner as well going to move up to the 3rd as Jackson Mandel continuing to get shuffled. Win Hall is now spreading out the rest of this little mini pack that was here. But they're going to come back because they caught Devin Smith, and now they're going to split him. No one knows where to go. Oh, Jordan Bear got halted. Looks like the only one that got away free is the 35. If Martin Avery wins this race, he'll be the first Whole Foods winner, not just win 2. Oh, okay. I don't know what that 9 was doing there. That was weird. 9 and 16 almost wrecked. The 35, he became the first to win 2 straight races in Whole Food Series history. He could win 3 straight if he can keep this up. Yeah, Michael Young's just waiting in the wings, bro. He's just back there, man. I don't think he's gonna catch up any more than that. Anyway, Bill Quinn now gonna take the lead on lap 24. Quinn is fifth in points with no wins. Highest one in the standings with no victories, I'm pretty sure. Looking for his first. And now Jackson Mandel gonna take it to try to lead the rest of the way because he knows how to lead multiple laps at super speedways without being passed. Remember, Devin Smith and Win Hall are both lap cars, but they're still in relatively decent positions, 15th and 16th respectively. And now Nigel Carson moving up to second. He hasn't yet to score a single win in the Whole Food Series, but he's been doing great this season. Just 5 laps to go. Benjamin Harris now falling out of the draft. So now all the top 10 and those lap cars are in this pack. No lap cars the rest of the way. I don't think there's going to be problems with fuel mileage. So it's just going to be a dash to the finish. Who's going to win? Jackson Mandel leading the way. Jordan Bear at the moment is second, but Almond Turner is going to get the spot away. Take the spot away at least. Got Edgar Minsky joining the mix. Hasn't had that great of a season. Had a decent season last year where he finished, I'm pretty sure it was either 11th or 12th in the standings, and it was in the top 10 for quite a while. And was in the title conversation toward the end of the season when the championship got pretty tight. But yeah, most of the drivers that were good last season haven't been that great this season. Like Jackson Mandel finished like 9th in points, and here he is with like one top 10. And he's like 30th, but oh well. More talent, gotta get used to it. Mandel's getting shuffled all the way to the back. Now, if he wants to show his super speedway skills, he's got to go all the way from 10th to 1st. But he's got only 3 laps to do it once they hit the line, and he's got 2 lap cars to deal with. Benjamin Harris and Michael Young are just hoping for a caution. And so is Reese Brown and Darren Hillis Jr. Almond Turner leads with just 3 laps to go. Tom Abel behind him. Martin Avery third. Fourth is Maximus Abel. And fifth is Nigel Carson. And now Jackson Mandels officially has to start from 10th and try to get to 1st. Could he pull a Dale Earnhardt, except not from like 18th to 1st or something? I don't know, whatever. Almond Turner holding strong up front. Can he hold off Tom Abel, who's been probably the stepchild of the Abel family racing team this season? Karen Abel was battling for a chase spot, unfortunately, till she got wrecked out. And Kyle Revingston, his teammate in the 3 car, is, I think, safe into the chase. So, yeah, Martin Avery shuffled all the way back to the 9th spot. 9th spot? Wait, what? Who's in 10th? Minsky. Oh, Edgar Minsky pit. Oh, wow. That's a spot for Benjamin Harris and Michael Young and the others, I guess. I didn't. Oh, the 84 came in too. Are they going to pit? Okay, this is slightly concerning. Hold on. Do they have enough gas? Bill Quinn now trying to get around Maximus Abel as they come to the white flag. I don't know, man. Quinn gonna take the lead away. Revingston. Oh, I think they might pit. Oh, they're gonna pit. Jackson Mandel's coming in at least. And there they go. Nigel Carson and Jackson Mandel coming in as they come to the white flag. 3 cars running away and a lap car to boot. Bill Quinn leads us to the white flag here at Talladega. 1 to go. Devin Smith gonna mess up with Kyle Revingston and Maximus Abel. And Quinn probably has this one in the bag. I think Quinn's good. Bill Quinn's out in front. He's good. Unless he runs out of gas. Maximus going to go down and push Devin, but yeah, they're not catching the 31. He just has to not run out of gas. Devin Smith, Mickey Mouse, he's not battling for the win. But Bill Quinn was safely into the chase, but he had no wins. But heading into the chase now, as he comes off turn number 4 at Talladega, he's going to win and close in on a higher chase spot. Bill Quinn wins at Talladega for his first career victory in the Rubbermaid 375. Maximus Abel second. Kyle Revingston gets third. Fourth, Jordan Bear. And fifth, Almond Turner. Michael Young did indeed get a top 10. So watch that. Now, the big story here is going to be Martin Avery and Benjamin. Martin Avery, did he get enough points to jump from wherever he was, 17th, and he got close to the top 5 and 6th? So it's going to be close. It's going to be mainly between the 35 and the 18. Maybe the 10. I don't know if the 10's in, but of Benjamin Harris. But let's see. Time to export it. Yep, the session is completed. So, and yeah, round 14. I don't think anyone else was within 400, but we'll see. Bill Quinn has gotten his first career victory at Talladega, and let's see who makes it into the chase and who doesn't. Actually, no, let's just find out on our own. Two cautions, 14 lead changes over 12 different leaders. Wow. And here it is. Here are your final results. Most laps led by Bill Quinn, 7. Beats out Jackson Mandel for that. Mandel had a pretty good race. He unfortunately finishes 11, so no top 10s added to that category for him. But hey. And Donald Wilson finished 18th and wrecked, so let's see what happens. But the chase, your official chase, is going to be just the top 10. And oh, wow. No one changes. No one jumped in. Wow. Damian Porter beats out Michael Young by just 13 points, even though he wrecked out. Michael Young didn't make it because his car was broken and he only finished ninth. Oh, that stings, man. But there it is. Donald Wilson, Peter Samuel, Bill Quinn, Jack Sloan, Kyle Revingston, Sonny McPalace, Devin Smith, Nigel Carson, Benjamin Harris, and Damian Porter are your chase contenders. And as you can see, 10th in points was 420 out of the lead. So it's only the top 10 that make it in. Michael Young almost got it, man. Martin Avery almost did as well. He jumped up to 12th in the standings for his first non-win top 10. Karen Abel, unfortunately, with that wreck, dropped even further, couldn't make it in. Peter Sent wrecked out. Oliver Erickson, Tom Abel, and Jordan Bear closed in. And yeah, a few others and stuff, but yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, I'll do the chase thing so you can see, because remember, it doesn't start like this Wilson to Porter. It's actually different, so I'll show you in a second. So yes, I've done the chase, but just so you know, real quick, so I'll continue be showing these standings, but just so you know, by the end of the season, if some of these guys in the regular season points from below 10th end up passing the top 10, which are in the chase, they will not count. Like, for example, Michael Young finishes ahead, like it says 6th, but McPalace and the others are like lower. It'll still be Michael Young in 11th because he did not make the chase. So the points end up jumping up. So Michael Young has 1,614 points. The next one, 10th in chase, has only 5,005. So now, if you don't know how this thing works, it's stacked up the top 10 ordered by wins. So Jack Sloan will lead the chase after I'll just do like this because no one made it in. So, I mean, we haven't started the races. So, anyway, Jack Sloan will lead the chase by 5 points entering the first race of the chase. He has his 3 wins. Remember, only one other driver got 3 wins, and he didn't make it in the chase, and that's Martin Avery. In fact, only 2 of these chasers got multiple wins. Jack Sloan, who got 3, and Donald Wilson, who got 2. The other driver with 2 wins didn't make it in the chase either, and that was Michael Young. Peter Samuel is going to start third with his 1 win at Phoenix. Bill Quinn, since he went winless the whole time and now he won here at Talladega, he actually, instead of starting in like lower, he's going to start 4th because he got 1 win. In the regular season, he's up in third. Sonny McPalace will start fifth because even though he gained so many points in his wreck down last few races, he got one win. Damian Porter got one win early on at Mini Pocono, so he's here. And then 7th through 10th, Kyle Revingston, Devin Smith, Nigel Carson, and Benjamin Harris did not get any wins, and Harris is definitely the underdog. Yes, Damian Porter, I think I will say is definitely the lucky one, because he was ninth in points entering this race, so he did not even have his spot locked in, and he wrecked out. Uh, as you can see in the results, Porter wrecked and he finished 20th and wrecked. So definitely, he's the only one that's in the top 10 that was battling for a chase spot and wrecked and still made it in. Michael Young didn't make it in, Karen Abel, and all the other ones, but yep, that's that. And here is your official chase. Jack Sloan, Donald Wilson, Peter Samuel, Bill Quinn, Sonny McPalace, Damian Porter, Kyle Revingston, Devin Smith, Nigel Carson, and Benjamin Harris will battle it out for the 2005 Whole Food Series Championship. And I hope you're there to watch it, as the chase will start next time. I don't know what track it is, but we'll find out. I hope you guys like that video. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.